Nearly 1.5 meters tall and with a wingspan over 2 meters wide, the Eurasian crane is one of the world's largest wetland birds. Formerly widespread, this iconic bird virtually disappeared from Britain around 400 years ago as a result of hunting and habitat loss.
I'm Joyce O'Haja at the Slimbridge Crane School in England, where they've created a unique breeding programme to bring back this iconic and flamboyant bird. Now, Amy King is part of the Crane School.
Yeah.
Are you going to show us around?
Yeah, come on in.
Great, thank you.
The Slimbridge Wetland Centre is home to the world's largest collection of swans, geese and ducks. It's where the Eurasian crane chicks are reared as part of the Great Crane Project.
They're actually in this enclosure over here. It's quite a large enclosure. You can just see them standing, a couple of them standing over there.
Yeah.
So, and they are coming over to see what we're doing.
That's good.
These are what we wear when we're working with the birds.
Okay.
They just conceal the human form, and we don't want the birds to get too used to human presence.
The suits are twinned with artificial heads that keepers use to feed the chicks and to teach young cranes how to forage for food. It's crucial the young cranes learn how to behave as if they were in the wild and recognise and avoid predators. And it seems to be working.
We didn't have much luck, I'm afraid.
When we are rearing them in the suits with these heads and things, we want them to get to the stage where they are looking after themselves and they're not depending on their parents.
Yes.
And basically they see us as a sort of parental figure.
Okay.
So the behaviour they're kind of showing today is kind of a natural one, and it is what we wanted to achieve.
Well, there's quite a small number here, and there are thousands of cranes in Europe.
Yeah.
They're not an endangered species, so why is it so important to bring the common crane back to Britain?
We think from having such a flagship sort of species that people really pay attention to, it will give us the ability to manage habitats which will benefit other species.
It's hoped a thriving crane population will engage the public and landowners with wetland renewal and conservation issues. We headed to the release programme to see how they were getting on.
Okay, well, we've arrived here in Somerset, and Damon Bridge, who's the project manager, is going to be showing us around, and we're hoping to see the birds in the wild.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Okay, let's go.
Each bird's got its own radio tag. This is bird number 28,
Okay.
and as you come back, it increases, so...
So we need to be heading in that direction?
That's right.
So why is this a good area for the cranes?
Well, the levels of moors are really important for a number of reasons, but mainly they've got extensive areas of unimproved grassland, hay meadows, which are filled with insects, and those insects are a really important food source.
Well, you say they've been released into the wild, but this isn't really wild, is it?
No, I mean, it is a very man-managed landscape that's been tamed and drained over the years. Yeah. The cranes are actually over, see that line of trees in the distance? They're just over behind that line of trees.
Oh, I can't see anything.
There they come, a whole bunch of them flying just below the ridge there.
Oh, right.
You can see that the older ones in flight look much more silvery, less brown.
Are they the ones in front? Are they leading the way?
They're all a bit, yeah, they are mainly actually. They're a little bit mixed up. I think they're probably just moving field to go and feed somewhere else.
Okay, as far away from us as possible.
Yeah. They're not very sociable at the moment.
No.
We've trained them too well, I think.
Oh, well, we've tried. What can I say? So in the next few years, this will be a thriving wetlands environment.
Yes, yeah. It'd be wonderful to have cranes back as a breeding species after that 400-year absence, but they'll also attract all kinds of other native wildlife. There'll be real biodiversity hotspots within the landscape.